And welcome to another ETBU Sportsnet Coaches Show segment. I'm Kenneth the K-Rock Klein, and we are joined by one of our favorite interviewees, the one and only head women's soccer coach Erik Solberg. We're going to have to make this a little quick because Coach Solberg, obviously you got a game tonight. We'll get into that in just a moment. But first off, you had your last match against LeTourneau University, and suffice to say, not exactly according to script. I mean, you look at the number of shots and you would think, man, that you should get more goals with that. But it's one of those cases where you might get more shots, but it doesn't matter. What matters is if the ball goes in the net.
Yeah, disappointing to walk away empty-handed from the match. Felt like we played well. I watched the game back this weekend. I don't feel like we played poorly, but I also don't feel like we played well enough to win. Like you mentioned, we had 17 shots, I think, to their 9, and we had more shots on goal, but we just didn't put the ball in the back of the net other than the one time. So they scored a goal early. Never like to give up the first goal. I thought we responded really well with high character, equalized within 5 or 10 minutes, and then they got a second before too long after that, and then came out in the second half late and salted it away with a third goal off a set piece that I didn't agree with. But I think for us, it's a good lesson learned. We were punished for kind of a few mistakes we made. I'll give credit to LeTourneau. They made the most of our mistakes and their opportunities, and we hit a post or two and put a couple balls over, and their keeper made a nice save or two on the day as well. So something we're still working on is finding that final ball in the final third and finding that finish. And we're not going to hang our heads and beat ourselves up. We still are in good shape as far as making the conference tournament, but now it's time to put the ball in the back of the net a little bit more as we return home later this week to get Ozarks, and it should be a great opportunity. So disappointed to walk away empty-handed. You never like to lose to LeTourneau. It's our first time doing that since I've been here, but we're not going to dwell on it. We're going to learn from it and get better and move forward from here.
Now, of course, before you get into Ozarks later this week, you have your match tonight. You're going up to Conway, Arkansas to take on Hendricks College. Pretty decent side, obviously, considering that you haven't had success against them in the last couple of years you've been there. So what is it about Hendricks that kind of stands out, even though it's a non-conference game?
Yeah, so Jeff Trimble's done a great job up there. He was at Midwestern State for a number of years. He's won a lot of games in his career. So they're going to be well-organized, very disciplined team, and they also work incredibly hard. They have a couple individuals that stand out, but they're just a quality team. Every position can beat you. They defend very compact. They're resolute. They're defending, got a good goalkeeper, and they'll make people pay up top. And they're not scoring a ton of goals this year, but they're as good as they've been since I've been here this year. They should be regionally ranked. If they're not at the moment, they will be, I think, by season's end. They do a good job in the SAA, and they're very difficult. I thought, though, last year we had opportunities. We made one mistake defensively, and it was like LeTourneau. We didn't put the ball in the back of the net. So I know we can match up well against them this year and have opportunities to win the game tonight, but we're also going to use it as hopefully an opportunity to springboard into the final half of conference. We got 5 big conference games still to go, plus UT Tyler on Saturday, and this is our last non-conference game. We're going to try and get some more people involved in the match tonight, and hopefully we play with a point to prove coming off the loss to LeTourneau, and we can take it to them.
Now, of course, looking at the conference standings, you're sort of on the bubble there. You're still in it, but as of right now, if the conference tournament started, you would probably miss out by a game or so. But you have a chance to get yourself back. You got Ozarks this game, and like you, they're also on outside. So just kind of talk about the approach. You're taking on a team that, as of right now, is a game right below you. But what is it going to have to take for you to remain focused as you get ready for the rest of the conference?
Yeah, I think that the good news is we've got most of the hard part of our schedule out of the way. We still have UT Dallas on the horizon, but we've got some other very winnable games, including Ozarks. We know they're going to be a really tough team. They're probably the most physical team in our whole conference, so that's going to present a challenge. They're a little bit dynamic up front, and they're a good defensive team. But for us, it's just about doing our game plan, sticking to our game plan, playing for one another, playing hard, possessing the ball. I think we got away from that against LeTourneau a little bit. And then finishing our chances. We're going to have chances in the match. We were able to take care of business last year against them. We scored 3 goals in 15 minutes. But the year before, it was a grind 1-0 game, and it could be very much like that again this year. But, we haven't lost focus. We're going to prepare the same way. We're going to come out ready to play. It's our first real true home game in 2 or 3 weeks again after we moved the McMurray game and have had a couple weeks on the road. So, we're going to be hungry. We're going to be ready to go. And really, it's just about us playing our game, not worrying about them, being strong on the ball and finishing our chances. But, we're not panicking. We've got a good part of our schedule coming up, but at the same point, it is time to not drop points. We need to go get 3 points on Thursday against Ozarks, and then, we really control our own destiny as far as making the tournament and moving up the table from there. But it's not doom and gloom one way or the other, but it is an important match, and it's one that, I feel very confident about, and I love our team, and I think we're going to respond in the right way on Thursday and go get the victory.
And last but certainly not least, you have your match against UT Tyler. Now, obviously, there's been some history with this team. However, unlike in previous years, this game won't count towards conference standings because, as we all know, Tyler has already made the jump into the progress to become an NCAA Division II team. So, given the fact that there's not much at stake other than pride, just kind of talk about how do you approach a situation like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think we know that Thursday's our focus. We've got a non-conference game tonight. We've got UT Tyler, which is basically counts as a non-conference game on Saturday. So, those are opportunities to get a lot of people involved. But at the same time, it's the last time we're probably ever going to play UT Tyler here. And so for us, it's an opportunity to, get people involved. But we've got a little bit of an axe to grind. We beat them in the regular season last year and then, drew through 110 minutes and lost in penalties to them in the conference tournament. So our girls are going to be up for the match. We're going to play incredibly hard. We're going to go out there trying to win. It's our breast cancer awareness game, so we're going to play with that extra motivation, I think. A lot of girls on our team, even my family, things like that have been affected by that, and I think that's something that gives us maybe just that little push over the top that we're going to need. But, we're playing with house money on the game on Saturday. We don't really have to worry and dread the result if we don't get it. We can play with a lot of freedom and just go out there and have fun and take it to a very, very good, well-coached UT Tyler team. And for the last time, hopefully we can come away with a victory at home.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck to you this week.
Thanks.
As you got your 3 games this week, and glad to get you out of here so you can get the bus on the way to Conway, Arkansas. All right, folks. We'll talk more with Coach Solberg in the next week or so, but then we'll continue with this ETBU segments coming up.